Good morning, everybody. It is December the 19th day of Vlogmas, and because there's always something going on here, we have an adventure for the first part of the morning. Not really an adventure. One of the barn cats decided to get close to the backyard, or in the backyard last night, and the dogs didn't get to it, but it is in a tree, and it has been in the tree since yesterday afternoon. It is now 8 a.m. so I'm concluding that the cat is stuck. I can't reach it, so all I know to do is to go out here with a stepladder and a broom and try to sort of gently nudge it down to see if it will get down out of the tree. Don't know if this is going to reach or if this is going to work, but she can't stay in the tree. She's been in there all night and hasn't had anything to eat or drink, and we have rain expected later, so we got to try something, right? I don't think this is going to reach, but we'll try it. Broom's not long enough, or ladder's not high enough, one or the other. Choose your favorite terminology. So now I'm going to go up to the barn, which I think is where my folding ladder is, because we were using it. I don't know, it might be in the garage. I'm going to get my folding ladder, which is taller, and bring it out here. Never a dull moment on a farm. So I've gone to get my handy dandy, very reliable green folding ladder. So we'll see if this will help. My do nothing day has turned into that so far. I decided yesterday, although I need to still do some things outside, when I get really drained, two things happen. Oops, about fell. Two things happen. This eye starts to twitch, and I get cold, and I can't get warm. No matter if it's the middle of summer and it's 100 degrees outside, I get really like a chill that I can't get rid of. And that's my two signs that my body's like, you need to slow down a little. You need to slow down a little. Last night, my eye wasn't twitching, but I was really super cold, and I never could get warm. I turned me really super lobster red shower. I'm trying to latch my fence back here. And I finally got warm, but so I had decided that today was just going to be, well, a do nothing day, in the sense that I was going to clean a house, which is not do nothing at all, but do some laundry. Basically just stay on the property, stay in the house as much as possible, try to do a little bit of knitting and maybe some sewing while I was doing laundry and stuff. But got to take care of my animals, and the barn kitties are my animals too. So I think it's just gotten up there and gotten in the joint of a tree and doesn't know how to get down. So maybe if I nudge her backwards just a little bit, she'll figure it out. There's a lot of vines around the tree, so I hope she's not tangled up in those. We'll see what's going on here when we get a little bit closer. Kitty, you got to get down. You know it? You get down. Come on. Back up a little. Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Come on. Get down. Huh. Well, that was easy. She got right down. So, project number one of the how I get into these things. Anyway, welcome to the 19th day of Vlogmas, y'all. Let's get on with it. So this is what happens when I try to work on stuff at the table. I'm working on my write-up for the Farmer's Almanac make-along. But no, there are kitties and puppies to pet. Oh, Lordy. Yes, you good babies. Good babies. Oh, yes. Anyway, you can see my cabinets behind me where I've taken this hardware off of them. That's why I want to paint them. They look terrible. They've been like that. This house is over 40 years old. They need to be painted. So I've got Barn Kitty out where I keep the cat's food and water, and Baxter has joined her. I don't know what it is about Baxter. There's just something really extraordinary about him. He is such a peaceful soul and such a gentle soul and loves everybody, seems like. He tends to be the one who reaches out to the new additions first. He's a good boy. Just something really special about him. Barn Kitty's enjoying some food here. I've got an appointment to get her spayed. They couldn't get her in until January the 7th, so we'll muster on till then. Hallelujah chorus. Yeah. Well, I am sweeping in preparation for mopping the floor. I found my little puppy dog hat that my friend Carol made me laying on my nightstand, so to remember to put it up, I decided to wear it. But anyway, so I'm sweeping right now in preparation for mopping my floors. And after that, I'm probably going to grab a bite of lunch and go out and do my chores. I realized as I was sweeping that I had intended on starting a peach cobbler for everyone at the co-op today, because I like to take them a little something in appreciation for everything that they do for me throughout the year. And I had meant to take it down today, and I forgot to start it. Now it's too late. So I guess what I will do is Friday morning, I have a 10 o'clock ticket on the Eagle Boat cruise on Lake Dardanelle. But if I get up early and start the cobbler about 6 o'clock, I should, well, or 5 o'clock, I should be able to take it and be at the co-op when they open at 8, so that they can have it and then still make it to Lake Dardanelle the other direction in plenty of time to make the Eagle Boat ride. I'm kind of aggravated at myself, but then again, sometimes your body tells you what you need, and today my body is saying stay in the house, do your housework to get your nest settled, take care of your animals, and then just craft. Knit, crochet, whatever, probably knit. I want to work on my peace cowl and my socks that you saw yesterday. So I'm going to listen, and I'm not going to push myself. Yeah, so I was watching Ellie's Vlogmas about her messed up travel day, and I really hope she made it in time to see her friends. I know how frustrating that can be. Hi, Simon. Simon is begging for attention this morning, as he often does, so that is 100% that he is feeling better. Yes, him's feeling better. I don't like these windows, by the way. My grandmother thought these 1970s diamond lattice windows were the bomb. I hate them. I hate them because they're so heavy they can't be opened and shut without messing them up. And I would love more than anything to be able to open my windows when the weather is beautiful and let the fresh air flow through the house. That doesn't happen. One of these days I'm going to replace them all. I started with the bathroom remodel debacle. One thing that did get done is the window got replaced with a nice double hung 9-pane divided light or 6-pane divided light window so that I can open it from the top or the bottom. And that's what I want all through the house. But we'll talk about my particular mental issues with this house another day, because it's not very festive. It boils down to living in someone else's house and not feeling like it's yours. And I've worked really hard to reclaim this house for me. My paternal grandmother and I did not jihad, as they say. She was not a nice grandma who baked cookies and pinched your cheeks and did wonderful things with you. She was a pretty mean-spirited person, and this is her house. And I always wanted my own home the way I wanted it, but it has worked out to where this is what I have and this is what I will have from now on. And so I'm trying my very best to make it my space, and I'm working on it. I think I'm getting there slowly but surely. Like painting the walls is a good example. It was all that brown paneling, and I've been painting it. I think if I can get the kitchen made over, that'll help also. So anyway, that's more than you needed to know for a Vlogmas episode. That's not festive, but it is real. Anyway, I'm going to finish up my sweeping here and get my mopping done, and then have some lunch. Well, I have swept and I have mopped and I have steam cleaned the sofa, and Barn Kitty is exploring the house right now, so somewhat successfully. No big kerfuffle yet. And I finished my write-up. I'm watching a little bit of some podcasts here. And I have finished my write-up for the January edition of the Farmer's Almanac Make-Along. So what I did was I used information from the January Farmer's Almanac pages, and there's some astronomy stuff and some holidays and observances and some fun facts and some pizza on my almanac. And I just wrote up sort of a nice little educational post about January. Most of it's from the Farmer's Almanac, but I looked up some of the things like the Great Molasses Flood of 1919 and what Plow Day and Distaff Day was, and added you some fun educational facts in there, and then a little bit of poem at the top from the almanac, and I looked up the author of the poem, told you a little bit about her. So read through this, find some inspiration, and make something. This will be your chatter type thread where you can post as a chatter thread, and then at the end of the month I will draw from all the project posts with photos, and I will draw for a free pattern up to $7 on Ravelry of your choosing, or maybe 10. Maybe I'll be generous and do 10. Anyway, so there you go. So we are going to kick off the Farmer's Almanac Make-Along. I'm going to allow whips, and that'll be fine because we're getting close to January anyway. So read through this and find something fun and get to getting. Really, Baxter? You silly thing. I love you to death. You're so silly. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? Yours? What you say? Well, Simon is my good companion here, watching me knit. I'm working on my Project Peace Cowl. I've started in with the third color here on it, and I'm almost through with the first repeat of the small section. I have to do 10 repeats. So it's going a little bit quicker now that I kind of have a rhythm down, but I'm watching Victorian Farm Christmas. It's a BBC documentary, and just have relaxed today. Of course, had to feed and water and everything as usual, but I got the house swept and mopped, got a lot of laundry done. Did about 7 loads of laundry, and more importantly, folded it and put it away, which is my big nemesis when it comes to doing laundry. I did a lot of the dog's blankets and stuff. Barn Kitty seems to be settling in pretty well, so that's the good news. Tomorrow is the day I've got to go haul some horses, but today's just been a quiet day here, so I'm probably going to go ahead and sign off for this edition of Vlogmas, and we will see y'all tomorrow. So until I talk to y'all again, be good to each other and take care of each other, says Simon. And oh, did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. Peace out, y'all. Bye.